in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that pressure comes and the Titans able to bring him down? Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans. at their own 17-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Haskins is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. 3rd down, it's Willis. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And he coughed it up. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit on two.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. They find some open field here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Malik Willis, 26 yards. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Sly set to boot it. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive.
Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 1918.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis fights through him, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Knight.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
65.
Willis.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, for the few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
79 Broncos. 50.
Willis will look to pass again here.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Malik Willis
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good,
and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A handoff. Haskins trying the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll go option to the short side. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
19 White. 70 Ranger. Catch smash! Catch smash! Cut my team! Cut! Warriors 17!
Now Willis on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 4th down, Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Street, Dragon 60, 79 Broncos.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Play action. Here's Willis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Trap 60. Seven Pirates.
Willis will look to throw it. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
19 tight.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He will have the conversion and more than that. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Again, Willis to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side's short. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines.
Let's go now.
You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Come back in. Come back in. Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 2nd and 10. Willis, he finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Haskins trying to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Mustang 19. 50 Bobcat. 50 Bobcat. 18, Rumble, 18, Buffalo 18, Dragon 60, 79 Broncos.
Willis, 4th down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Willis looking to throw on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 1st and 10, it's Willis. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space,
I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Jags have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. To try here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time, Willis throwing it. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cut back in.
3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Let's go now.
4th down, Willis. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Fisher. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a 1st down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run on 1st down. Fisher. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and sneak it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key fourth down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to number 4. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Willis throws another interception. They try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Fisher. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirect.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Able to find Willis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Willis out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here we go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Go.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Malik Willis keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Fisher. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
60 Bobcats! 18 Rebels! Buffalo 18! Dragon 60!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll start with the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Willis back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
57, Jaguars 42. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Willis to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.